Welcome to Creativity and Soul Tarot. Please remember these are general readings, so take what you like and leave the rest. Details for a personal reading are in the description box below, and always remember you are your own best guide. Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your November 2018 romance reading. Let's just go ahead and jump in here. This card is the immediate past that's leading into the situation, which is the Eight of Wands. So there was some kind of fast-moving energy that came in here, Capricorn. And it looks like whatever that fast-moving news or fast-moving energy was, it created some restriction for you. The Eight of Swords can be a lot about self-restriction, or being restricted from choices we've made in our life. Like sometimes we've even needed to, like say for instance you had an aging parent and you chose to bring them into your home and take care of them, and so that creates restrictions in a person's time and freedom and all of that stuff. So it's a self-restriction, but it's, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like you're all tied up in knots because, you know, of something. It doesn't solely mean that it's something going on in your mind. Now, it is the sword, so it could be that, you know, it's really just about us kind of being tied up in our own mind and having restrictions in our own mind about, you know, the situation. Being surrounded by the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is, you know, balancing more than one area of life, which, you know, you're immediately being crossed by the Seven of Cups, which, you know, is a challenge card, and also the Seven of Cups is choices and almost feeling overwhelmed with choices. So needing to balance and feeling overwhelmed with choices. And then you got the Three of Cups down here. So right, wrong, or indifferent, this is how I'm seeing this situation right here. I think you have more than one opportunity here. So I'm going to say more than one opportunity for dating, romance, something like that. Like there's more than one option in the situation here. And I actually think that all of those choices and all of that attention is actually causing you to kind of feel restricted, and trying to balance like what's the right choice here. So you have more than one person. Do you have more than one romantic, potential romantic entanglement here that you could be in, or romantic option that you could be in here? So because you're, you know, basically you're getting lots of attention here, and I think it's a matter of you kind of trying to pick which thing it's going to be, and that's actually causing you to feel a little bit stifled. The immediate future is the Page of Pentacles, which is usually like good news coming in of a financial nature. Yeah, and it's earthbound also, right? So it could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So, you know, could be another Capricorn coming in here. You know, maybe somebody younger. Maybe one of these candidates is younger. So here's the thing, Capricorn, that this is how you're presenting yourself, or like the energy you're putting out into the world. So are you feeling petty about something? Like, did something happen in this situation here that's causing you to kind of like want to gossip or be petty or something? Or is there somebody else in the situation? Like, are you in an environment where people are being petty? Like maybe people are gossiping about you, about the options that you have here. So, and maybe it's, you know, maybe that applies to two different segments of people that are watching this, but somebody's being petty here. So just information, no judgment, just information. So if people are being petty towards you or gossiping about you, about the situation that you're in, you know, just that is what it is. And if you are, you can always make a change. You can always do something different about it. The other person in the situation is having like balanced emotions about this. So whatever it is that's going on here, they're pretty balanced. So whoever it is you're dealing with, like they're pretty balanced in the situation. And they might even be feeling like that's what's needed here, is just to balance out the emotions a little bit. The hopes and fears here is the Tower. So whatever it is that's happening over here with all these choices, Cap, are you afraid that, you know, the world's going to come tumbling down? So are you trying to decide whether to stay or go somewhere? I mean, there isn't necessarily something else that's suggesting that, but, well, I guess maybe sailing into smoother waters. So is that part of what the choice is here, is you're trying to decide which situation to be in, and you're concerned that depending on the choice, it's going to create a Tower moment either in your life or somebody else's or both? Or if it's a three-party situation, everybody's? So it looks like there's some concern about that. Hoping it wouldn't happen and fearing that it would. The ultimate outcome here is the Six of Wands, which is, you know, basically sailing into smoother waters. So whatever all this, you know, love and, you know, attention and options and possibilities are over here, ultimately you're going to end up sailing into smoother waters. It is going to smooth out. So whatever this fast-moving energy and all these options and opportunities and, you know, suitors or, you know, targets, whatever that are going on, ultimately it's going to end up sailing into smoother waters. But it looks like in the interim it just kind of ties you up a little bit. So, and again, the Tower, this is not in a like present situation or environment or anything like that. This is hopes and fears. So this is just a concern. You know, this is something you're concerned about. This is more like an outcome and an outcome. You know, these are like immediate future, most likely outcome. So these are things that are upcoming. This is more just what's going on in your mind here. Like this is kind of where you are, what's going on in your mind, and this is what's going on in your mind. So, you know, I think the restriction, you're feeling restricted. Yeah, this restriction is about being afraid to make a decision that's going to cause this. So, but what it's showing is you're sailing into smoother waters. So, you know, that's the most likely outcome. So whatever you decide is your choice, you know, just go about it with balanced emotions. And, you know, for me, I look for, you know, guidance from some kind of universal force out there that knows more than me. So let's see what the romance angels have to say for you, Capricorn. Let's just see what they're throwing down for you, Capricorn. Romance, November 2018. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Well, we're literally coming up on holiday season, right? And at least in the States, you know, we have a couple of big holidays type celebrations that will be upcoming. Or it could just be, you know, like enjoying fun time together, you know, like maybe going away for the weekend together and, you know, spending time together, you know, just going out and having enjoyable time together. So whatever all these choices are here, which it looks like you've got a lot of options, Capricorn. So when you make your choice, you're going to sail into smoother waters, and, you know, the romance angels are suggesting to enjoy some fun time together, which I think you're probably going to need some relaxation after this, because I think you're probably wearing yourself out a little bit here. So, all right, Capricorns, enjoy your honeymoonish time. Take care. Have a good month. For a general reading, you can email me at creativityandsoul@gmail.com or find me on the Instantgo app at Creativity and Soul. Please remember that this is a general reading, so take what you like and leave the rest. You are your own best guide.